Get it.
Was there any surprise here at the White House by the size of the rate cut?
So I'm not going to get into private conversations or discussions. Look, I think what's important here is that it's a moment of progress. I think that's how we see this, and also a recognition of how far we have come. And so I think that is what we think is important here. And I just mentioned at the top, or in that question that I was asked by Will, how this is important for families, businesses. Now prices are going to go down if you think about being able to buy a home. And these are important items for the American people. And so that's how we see this. We see this as a moment of progress.
A few other quick things. The former president is now under what the Secret Service says is a pretty substantial security footprint, pretty much on par with what the sitting president gets. Is President Biden satisfied that he's now getting, that President Trump is now getting the protection he needs?
So look, I'm just going to kind of reiterate what you heard from the director just yesterday in the aftermath. What you heard from the director, but also in the aftermath after July 13th, the president was very clear. He wanted to make sure that the former president should have the highest level of protection. That's what he offered by the Secret Service. That's what he wanted to see. President Biden wanted to see that. And he has also repeated over and over again that the Secret Service needs to make sure, that we need to make sure that they have the resources, the capabilities. What their mission is incredibly, it's critical, what they're trying to do. And so since July 13th, the Secret Service has greatly enhanced that security for the former president. And so honestly, they are the only ones who can speak to the specifics on what that looks like. But again, the acting director, Rose, spoke to this yesterday. I think you also heard from Secretary Mayorkas on this as well. And so I certainly would leave it to them. I'm sorry, not Secretary Marcus, the Department of Justice Secretary, but yeah, Secretary Mayorkas. I'm so sorry, Secretary Mayorkas. That's what you heard from yesterday.